Alright, so I'm going to do a mastery overlook. I haven't actually looked at the masteries yet, but I'm going to explain how I build a bruiser and how I build an AP for you guys. So I'll just do that right now. Let's start with AP. Okay, so basic attacks and single target spells deal additional 2 damage to minions and monsters. So we're going to want that for AP because the extra 2 damage on minions is going to help you last hit, and last hitting is really hard for APs. So let's see. That doesn't look like it's worth it for a mage. It's kind of sketchy for a melee champion as well. Yeah, I'm not going to want that for mage, so let's go 3 in sorcery. Let's see if we can, we'd probably put another point in that later, but we'll see what else we can do. Damaging an enemy with the spell increases ally champions damage to that enemy by 1%. Okay, fine, we'll get that. It doesn't really seem that useful, but, okay, mental force. Oh, this is good. Feast. That's really good. Sustain in lane is really good, especially for a mage, like an RE or something, or like a rise, or I don't know. It's good for pretty much anything. That's like a must-have, I feel. These two are like a must-have for pretty much everything. So everybody's gonna get feast. Like that's just way too good. Executioner is. Okay, that's kind of meh, but this is actually pretty good, I think. Below 50%. Okay, I'm just gonna get that. If I need more points, I'll take some points out of that, but I'm thinking I'm gonna keep that. Plus 8 ability power, pretty good. Wow, that's a lot of AP, so it's good. Okay, attack damage per level. We're not gonna really need that for APs unless we're gonna go like a hybrid build. So yeah. Damaging enemy with basic attack. That's cool. So you combine autos with let me guess. Oh, took out spell sword. They might have spell sword later though. I haven't looked. We'll see. Okay, we'll get this. So this synergizes with your auto attacks. So you're auto attacking champions while you're casting on them. Pretty obvious. Damaging enemy with the spell increases basic damage. Okay, that's kind of cool, but it's kind of meh too. It's like, the thing is with a lot of APs that you're not really autoing that much. So these talents are just kind of like, they're kind of cool. They sound kind of cool on paper, but in reality, like they're not that useful. Increase ability power by 2%, that's good. Armor magic penetration. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure out what we want. So yeah, spell sword is back in. So it synergizes pretty coolly with these two. I mean, the thing is, we're gonna want Havoc, obviously, unless you can. The thing is, like, I haven't really seen if you can hybrid. You can make like a hybrid thing where you go like 16 offense and then you go like, I don't know how much in utility. That would be 14. My math is correct. Okay, so anyways, so we're gonna want to take some points out, I think. You take some points out of, I think this thing is kind of useless, honestly. It's damaging an enemy champion, so you can't just auto creeps and then. How long does that last too? I don't know, I don't think this thing is that useful. I'd rather just have this. Unless you have like, maybe like a Kassadin or something, I don't know. Kassadin really utilizes autos really well, but like, for a lot of champions, you're not really autoing that much. Like Gragas, you're never autoing. You never auto with Gragas or with Cassiopeia in a team fight. I've never auto ever. Alright, let's see. What are we gonna put our points in utility? It's always good to go. Like I might go back for like something like this if utility is not that useful, but I'm pretty sure utility is gonna be useful. Like MP5 is always good. Movement speed's good. That's kind of useless. Increase the casting of trinket items by 50%. Meh, it's whatever. 1 health gem per 5 seconds. For every 300 maximum mana. Oh, that's cool. So Singe, like for example, is gonna get this without having to go like 80 points into utility. So that's pretty good. Reduce the cooldown of summoner spells by 4%. That's good. Increase the duration of potions and elixirs by 10%. Man. Alright, so let's just go that and then that. I feel like this is like a standard build. So we got sorcery, mental force, archmage, arcane blade, devastating strikes, havoc, exposed weakness. So you can pretty much see what I went. And then this is for more of like a standard build. I can see like if you're trying to win lane harder or something. Or like if you're going for more of like a bruiser build and you're not really worried about the MP5, let's see what we would build like say like a cat for example. Like we would probably go more into defense instead of going into utility. 1 health per 5 seconds, it's always good. Okay, so block would be good for like a melee, like a cat. Let's go 2 in recovery. Oh nice, for jungle, okay. So that'd be good against like something that's gonna harass you in lane. And like that would probably be a good cat. A good thing with cat, or a good build for cat in defense. So yeah. Oh wait, let's go for more of a offensive bruiser build, like a Teemo for example. I'm not seeing this being that good. Deal 1.5 more damage, but then you receive 1.5 more damage. So it's like, if you're trying to run away, it's not that useful. So for like a Teemo, I would say no. But maybe for like a melee, like Darius, for example, Darius would probably take that. Okay, we're gonna want these two. And then let's go for 2 in attack speed. So we're gonna 80 per level. I'm already seeing this. It's pretty. Actually, okay. So what I was just thinking for like a Darius or like a Teemo, I would probably go like more into defense, but there's also you can also go offensive too. So let's see what we do here. Increases damage. Yeah, actually, like looking at this more, is it killing or assist too? Like I don't know though. Like how much of the game is you killing champions? It's like, I don't see that being that useful. Like most of the game, I think, is laning phase, and you don't really kill people in laning phase. Like you can't rely on that. So, yeah, I think something like this would be more useful for like a top laner. Like these two for a top laner, I think. Okay, so what are we missing here? Executioner. It's bonus attack damage to remember, so it's not like your base attack damage. Critical hits. Okay, that's like an 80 carry thing. That's not really like a bruiser thing. Okay, so this looks pretty good. Teemo might want like some. Yeah, it's useless for like a bruiser. Actually, it's not, but whatever. Like somebody's well, actually, the thing is like, does that stack? Like, can you use that for? Like, can everybody have that? That'd be kind of like cool if it could stack, but I don't know. So yeah, this is really offensive. Like you got a lot of damage, but you don't have a lot of tankiness. And all we can really do with that is we can go a couple in the block, couple in recovery maybe for laning, and then that just like my cat build kind of. So yeah. Okay, so then let's go. Let's do like a bruiser. Like this is how I build like Timo or like anything bruiser-ish really. So we want block, we want recovery. I don't know about enchanted armor, honestly. Like, okay, maybe enchanted armor over recovery. It really depends. Like, okay, enchanted armor is more like scaling. So if you're worried about scaling in the late game, like you're worried about getting those items, like Cho'Gath for example, you just want to farm, like you want to get those items, then get enchanted armor and don't worry about stuff like this that's early. But like if you're trying to win lane hard early, then you want like recovery and you want stuff that's gonna like give you more sustain than your opponent. Reduce the damage take by. Okay, so that's pretty good. That's actually really good for a lot of champions. A lot of champions have like, let's say like this Shen, Rammus, and like a lot of the slows. So like a lot of things have slows. Like for example, on Timo I get Frozen Ballot, so that would always be in place. So I would always be taking 3% reduced damage. So that's really good for 1 point. Super good. So I don't know if we're gonna want 3 in hardiness, but that's pretty good. So area effect, magic damage. I'm not really sure what all the spells that categorizes area effect, magic damage, but the thing is, like, I'm not sure if we're gonna have 3 points. Like, it's gonna be questionable. Like, say you're laning like a Rumble, then like that's where like you gotta change it up, because you gotta be like, okay, I'm laning Rumble. He's got 2 abilities that have area effect damage, like his Q and then his ult. So like that would be really good for laning Rumble. But like for laning like a, I don't know, like a Xinhao, that would not be that good. Top lane, it's really a lot about like who you're laning, and like it's a lot about like the now, like what you're against. Like you gotta get your build for like who you're fighting, or what's gonna end up happening is they're gonna build to fight you, and they're just gonna fight you, and you're not gonna be able to fight them back. So, so yeah, they're gonna put you in a bad spot if they are fighting you and you're not built to fight them, unless you're just trying to play passively, which in that case is okay. Okay, so reduce the sweat effects to the slows by 10%. That's pretty good. You get 1 point of that. Depends on, again, it depends on the enemy comp. Like if they have no slows, like it's bad. But if they have like a Nasus, then it's good. Regenerates 1% missing health every 5 seconds. I was looking at that earlier, and actually, that's not that great. I think. It really depends. Like most of the game, I never find myself below 25% health unless I'm really messing up. Like if I put myself in bad situations a lot of the time, then getting something like this would be useful. But in the laning phase, I never find myself below 25% health, unless like when I decide to kill somebody, like I know that I'm gonna be able to live with even more than that. So it's like this is more of a thing where like you play really crazily, like which I don't like playing it crazily. Yeah, I don't know, like. What else is there to get though? Interesting. That's good for level 1 fights, I guess. Okay, anyways. So yeah, so I can get a couple points and like I can mix that up, I think. Or wait. Okay, so regenerates 1% missing health every 5 seconds. Let's just try 3 in that. Because that's, I mean, that's good for laning, especially at top. Let's not get this because I do not see this being, I mean, like it's really situational. Like I hate things that are situational. So like it doesn't really help. This thing doesn't really help unless you're really playing over aggressive. I don't like it. We get 3 in this and like that. I'm not really sure. So 3 armor and 1.5 MR. So if you're in a 5-man fight, then you're getting like 20 armor if you get 1 more point in it. Opposed to 16 armor. That's actually really good though. Like I don't see the shield being that good. take a point out of shield. Like, I don't know. Let's go for like level 1 fights, but you're gonna take that 50 damage like really fast. Then again, like for like level 2 fights too, the person that has a shield is probably gonna like this. Okay, this is good for laning. Like, let's just get that because it's better to be safe, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. So these things are, this is like not that good until like late game when you're trying to fight a 80 carry. So if you're trying to scale, this is really good. Like a Shogath would want this. If you're just trying to go like pure tank, maybe like a Singe too. But if you're not, if you're just trying to lane and beat your lane, then getting these things is not really that important. This is only important if you're laning something with AoE. So yeah. And so with that, we're gonna go 9 to offense. So let's go that. Let's get some attack speed maybe. And this is like situational. It depends what champion you're playing. Like, especially if you're trying to play passively, you don't want to get this, in my opinion. But if you're trying to win lane, if you think you're stronger than your opponent, then I think it would be beneficial to get that beast. Also remember, this has drawbacks too. Like if you just get 1 more point of attack speed, like there's no drawbacks for that. So I don't know. Or CDR, like there's no drawbacks for getting CDR, but getting more damage, you receive more damage. So in some situations, it's gonna bite you in the ass, basically. In other situations, it's gonna be good when you're in a good position. So like I don't know. For 80 carries even, like a lot of the time you're getting dove and you're running away. So I don't know if that's, I think that's like kind of misleading. Like melee, you get much less of a drawback, but range, it seems like you get pretty big drawback for getting that. It's gonna be interesting to see if people actually like that or not. So like that, or for like a Singe, we want to go. Singe would actually want to go like this. Probably want to go like that. I'm not sure if you would even want to get this. Receive 1% more damage and deal or 2% more damage, but let's get something like that. Okay. Or you could just not go that deep. Yeah, like you're really not getting much here. You're really not getting much here for going, like for AD, you get kind of a lot, but like for an AP, like a Singe, if you want to go tanky, you might even want to go into utility. Yeah, like something like this would be good for like Cho'Gath, even more beneficial than like something like this. Well, ADP is a lot, but what was this? Okay, so just that. That's good. And then reduce cooldown, 1 gold per 10 seconds. I don't know. Like I always change what I get usually, but yeah, it's whatever. And then let's see. I actually build a lot of APs utility, so let's see. Let's go with that. So this would be for like I don't know. There's a lot of things that you can run utility, even on junglers too. Like the XJ9 playstyle where you just run utility for jungling. So let's see what I would go like at Udyr, for example. Like I jungle a lot of Udyr. GP10. Lifesteal Spellwave is okay. It's not bad. It's not great. 1 gold each time an ally kills a nearby minion. Oh wow. So that's God for supports, but not really useful for anybody else. Plus 40 starting gold. Oh wow. I can see a utility Teemo incoming. I wonder if this applies for like Gangplank, like probably not. When you Q, I wonder if it gives you like 3 more gold when you harass them or something. That'd be kind of cool. Plus 40 starting gold. So yeah, I don't know if this is that useful though. Well, I'm building like an Udyr, so no, that's not useful at all. Oh wow. That's God for supports, but not good for jungle. So let's see. For jungling. I don't really see utility being that useful for jungling, honestly. Actually, 5% move speed out of combat is really good. I don't know why that thing's bugging out like that. So it's move speed out of combat, so it's like you're just trying to get the mobility. You're just trying to make your way around the map. That's actually pretty good. Let's see. So what do we have so far? So let's look at it. We have 40 starting gold, which is like meh. Let's go. Udyr might want some spell vamp. I don't know. Or inspiration maybe. But like, especially when I'm playing Udyr, I'm never next to a higher level allied champion. Like I'm always the highest level, so I don't know. 2% CDR. It's okay. Yeah, it's really meh, dude. I don't know. I'm finding a lot of meh talents for just for anything besides support in the utility tree right now. I feel like this tree is mostly dedicated to support right now. Yeah, I don't really find it worth it, to be honest. Oh, I didn't even see the reduce the duration of crowd control effects by 50%. It's like kind of meh too. Like, there's a lot of times where you're not even getting CC ever, so it's like. Offense feels kind of OP. Just in general. Alright, anyways, let's finish the Udyr jungle build. Let's go 2 net, 2 block. Reblade armor. I kind of want to get the 3% maximum health though. Like that. Yeah, I don't know. We could get either. Juggernaut or Unyielding. Unyielding's good, but okay. Here's the thing. Here's the way I like to think about it. Like 3% maximum health defends against AP champions and AD champions, whereas Unyielding only defends against AD champions. In like a standard 5v5 team fight, like you're not getting autoed by anything besides the AD carry usually. Even bruisers are just like kind of just getting locked down, so yeah, I don't know. So yeah, it's like a utility jungle build kind of, but I think it's kind of meh. I don't know. Let's do like a tank. Let's do like, I'm gonna queue up soon, but let's do like a tank Udyr build. So let's go. Okay, let's go. Reduce effectiveness is slow. This is good. It's good. It's okay. It's okay for a tank, but I don't know, dude. I don't know what to get really. It's like. I have to think about it more, honestly. Like in lane it's okay, but you got like, here's the thing for jungles especially, like you gotta be thinking about, okay, clearing, you gotta be thinking about like where are you gonna force fights? Are you gonna force fights like in middle? Like if you wanna force fights in middle, then maybe you just wanna go with that, like that. Or maybe you just like, I don't know. Or like say you wanna really bruise it top. Then you don't want any MR, and you just want to go like that, and you just want to go boom, boom, boom. This is good for like a 2v2 also. If you find yourself in like a 2v2 at top, you want to like, boom, like that. You don't want that, that's useless. that. And then you want to go, okay, let's see. So for this, so for offense, say we don't even want to go utility. I don't know. Runic Affinity is really good for jungles, and the mana gen is actually really good for like Udyr too. But it's not that good for jungles, especially since most jungles are just like jungle items don't really give you that much mana. So like that. Maybe even like, oh, you want that? You want 3 and that? Okay, like that. So that'd be like a standard jungle build. Or if you want to go like offense, you don't really care about mana. You don't really care about. The thing is, like, you're probably gonna want this. Like, you're actually probably never even gonna want to go offense. So I'm not gonna worry about that. Anything that jungles would want to go. Because you want the cooldown and smite, and you want the buff duration. So yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much all junglers. Unless it's like a Mundo, which it has no mana. Mundo could even go into utility though. Like, it could go like the duration of potion elixirs. Nah. What if that's health potions? I wonder if that gives you 10% more on the health potion. You don't know? Okay. So like, I don't know. There's something that like a Mundo. Let's see what we get on Mundo. That's kind of meh. That's okay. Like, this is only good for like a team fight. It's 1% damage, like 1% freaking damage, dude. Like, on paper it looks like, oh my god, that's so good, but in reality, not that good. So like a Mundo would be like that. I like damage on Mundo. I like to max my E also because I think E does a lot of damage. I max Q, then I max E on Mundo. But yeah, I don't max W at all because I don't feel like W really does that much damage. But I don't know, maybe I'm bad. Anyways, so yeah, that's what I would do for like a Mundo. And then, yeah. I don't play a lot of AD carries, so I'm not really gonna go much into AD carry, but yeah. Let's queue up. No. I will pick my master.